Hello and welcome to this new video tutorial of Magento to Multi-Vendor Marketplace by Webkul. In today's video tutorial, we'll be checking out the vendor registration process and the vendor account panel options that the vendors get by default after registration under their own marketplace account block. But before I proceed further with this particular video tutorial today, please do subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to receive the latest updates from our end. And if you find this particular video helpful, then do kindly give it a thumbs up. So right now you can see that I'm at the Magento 2 Multi-Vendor Marketplace web store front end, and I'm on one of the categories, that's the clothing category. Now for a vendor to register, what he needs to do is he can go to the sell page, and from the sell page, let me show you that. From the sell page he can check the details of the marketplace and can tap here on the open a marketplace shop, and he'll be redirected to the registration page. Otherwise, he can also do one thing. He can also directly go to the create an account option in the header there. So let's tap here on the create an account. So on the create an account option here, we'll be able to create a new customer account, and here we have to enter the personal information like the first name, last name, email, select whether we want to become a seller or a vendor, and a password and a confirm password has to be entered, and then we need to tap on the create an account button. So let's get ahead and let's see how this can be done. So if I'm just registering as a customer, then I have the option to become a seller in the customer account block there. I'll also be showing you that as well. So let's first of all see that. For example, if I am entering the details here, for example, Peter Doe is the first and last name. The email address would be peter@webkul.com. Here I'll choose it as no, and here I'll be entering the password. I'll confirm the password, and then I'll be tapping here on the create an account button. Now this is a customer account that I'm creating. As soon as the customer account is created, you will be able to see the account panel options for the customer here on the left hand side, and you can see that we have registered on the default store there, and here you can see that we have a become seller option. So if I tap here on the become a seller option, I'll be able to become a seller. Then after tapping on the become a seller option, we have to enter the shop URL that needs to be entered. So here I can enter test shop, and then I have to select, do you want to become a seller or a vendor, as I have to check that option as well. So this will check the shop name whether it's available or not. Then we have to check, do you want to become a seller or a vendor, and then we have to tap here on the save button. Now depending upon the configuration, whether the seller approval has been set as automatic or manual, if it has been set as automatic, then as soon as we have submitted the request in the automatic type, the marketplace account panel options would be visible to the customer here. Otherwise, you can see that waiting for approval from the admin, your application is currently your application current status is pending right now, because the auto approval has been set to no. Now the admin needs to go to the backend panel and go to the marketplace management, and under marketplace management he needs to go to manage seller. Under the manage seller, he'll be able to find the particular seller there. Here's the Peter Doe, as you can see, peter@webkul.com. It's pending. He needs to select that up, approve, tap on the OK button. Now as soon as the approval has been done by the admin, now if we refresh the page here on the front end, we'll be able to see the account block of the marketplace itself. So here's the marketplace account block, as you can see right now, with the marketplace dashboard, seller profile, create attribute, new products, my product list, my transaction list, earnings, manage print PDF header info, my order history, customers, and the review section as well. Now for the demonstration here, what I'll be doing is I'll be logging out of this newly created seller account there, and let me show you once again. If you directly want to become a seller, what you can do is, if you go to the create an account section here, you have to enter your first name, last name, your email address, select this as yes, enter your shop URL, then enter your password, confirm password, and tap on the create an account button. Then depending upon the seller approval, whether it's automatic, then directly you'll be able to see your account block for the marketplace there under your own account panel. Otherwise, you'll have to wait for the admin to approve your sellership there. After that only you'll be able to see your account panel options for the marketplace there. Now coming to the sign in option here, the sellers would be able to sign in through the sign in link here that you can see in the header here. From the same section where from the customers login, you have to enter your email address, password, and then tap on the login button to log into your vendor account. Now in our marketplace, the customer is also a seller here, so that's why we are having the customer account block options here, as well as the marketplace account block options, as well as you can see here. Now coming to the marketplace dashboard, these are the account panel options under the marketplace dashboard that the sellers get by default. Here you can see the sales by location on the map here. You can see the lifetime sales, total payout that has been made out by the admin to the seller, the remaining amount that needs to be paid out by the admin to the seller. The top selling products are being listed here. Top selling categories are being displayed in a pie chart here, as you can see. And you can see the latest orders that have been placed by the various customers there, and the latest comments and reviews for your store are also visible here that have been approved by the admin himself. Now apart from that, apart from the marketplace dashboard, we have the seller profile. If I go to the seller profile section, here the sellers would be able to edit their profile information that includes the social links like for the Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Vimeo, Pinterest. They can enter the contact number, their tax or the VAT number. They can choose their theme, background color. They can check their shop title basically. That's the profile shop name basically. They can select the banner there or the company banner, the company logo. They can set up their company locality, set up the company description, enter the return policy, shipping policy, privacy policy. Now the shipping policy, privacy policy, these needs to be enabled by the admin from the initial configuration settings of the marketplace itself. And then you'll be able to set up your meta keywords, meta description. You will be able to manage your shop URL. You can edit your shop URL as well as per your own requirement there. Accordingly, you can set up your profile page, requested URL path as well for your collection page, review page, location, and the privacy policy page as well. You'll be able to edit your payment information here. You'll be able to set up your payment information that is visible under the customer information section in the admin backend panel, wherein the admin can view the payment details of the vendor. You can set the minimum order amount if this has been enabled by the admin from the backend configuration settings of the Magento 2 multi-vendor marketplace by Webkul. Then this particular section would be available here for the minimum order amount that can be set. Same goes with the Google Analytics details. If the admin has enabled the Google Analytics there for the sellers, then the Google Analytics ID can be entered by the sellers. Now after you have entered the details here for the seller profile, you'll be able to save your profile, and then you'll be able to check your profile how it would be appearing to the customers. So you can tap here on the view profile option, and that will bring up the seller profile, how it appears to the customers at the storefront there. So this is how it appears to the customers at the storefront with the banner there, company banner, the small icon there, the name of the store, the location, the report seller option is there if enabled by the admin from the backend configuration settings of the marketplace plugin itself. Then we have the recently added products. We can view all of the products that are there for this particular vendor. We can check the about us. We can check the reviews and ratings given by the customers. We can check the shipping policy, return policy as well. Apart from that, you can tap here as well on the about to check the about us. If you want to contact the seller, you can tap here on the contact option. If you're already logged in as a customer, then you'll be able to enter your subject and query, and you can ask a query to the vendor there. Then we have the shipping. If I tap on the shipping, we'll be redirected to the shipping policy. Same goes with the return policy. If I tap here on the privacy policy, then we'll be taken to the privacy policy page, as you can see here, of the vendor himself. Let's go back. Then we have the social network icons available. Then we have the total number of products that this particular vendor has added, the ratings, and the number of orders that have been placed for this particular vendor himself. To view the complete list of products, you can tap here on the view all 31 products as well. To view your collection, you can tap here and open it in the another window, and this would display the complete list of products there of the vendor himself. On the left hand side, you'll find the layered navigation as well, as you can see here. And here we are having the seller collection with the complete listing of the seller's products, and here we have the pagination as well for the same. Now let me cancel this out. So this was about the seller profile. Then we have the create attribute option. So from here, the vendors would be able to create the attributes for the configurable products. So to create the attributes for the configurable products, what you need to do is you need to set up the attribute code, attribute label, choose the input type as drop down, whether the values are required or not. You can make the values are required or not. To add more options, you can enter the options, and accordingly you can set up the option values here and the position, and can set the default one as well. And then you can tap here on the save attribute to save the attribute for your configurable products. Now under the new products, you'll be able to create new products under your own account panel for your store. Here you'll be able to choose the default attribute set. It depends upon the configuration what default attribute sets have been enabled for the vendors there. In default for globally for the vendors there, according to that the attribute sets would be applicable and visible to the vendors. Same goes with the product types. Depending upon the product types that are made available for the vendors, only those would be visible to the vendors here. So we have 4 types of product types that are simple, downloadable, virtual and configurable, that can be chosen by the vendors to create the products. After selecting the attribute set product type, you have to tap here on the continue button, and you will be taken to the product edit page, wherein you will be able to add the information for your product, like the you'll be able to select the category, set up the product name, description, short description, set up the price, stock, visibility, and the rest of the options there. If enabled, you will be able to add the related products, upsell products and the cross-sell products as well as per your own requirement there. As you can see right now, we have added the upsell, cross-sell and the other ones as well. So after that, what you need to do is you just need to tap here on the save button to save your particular product. Now coming to the my product list, here you will find the complete list of products that you've already added under your own account panel, and here you can find the name of the product, the type, its status, the quantity confirmed, quantity pending, quantity sold, earned amount, the website where the products are available, and you have the edit option to edit a particular product. So if I tap here on the edit option here, we'll be able to edit the particular product as per our own requirements. We can also delete the products by tapping on the delete button there, by first selecting the product and then tapping on the delete button. So here you can see that we have the edit product page, and here we have edit the images, and here we have the related products, upsell products as well, that can be chosen for this particular product there, right? So this was about the my product list. If I go back to the my product list, here you'll be able to select a product and you'll be able to delete a product as well. To delete a product, what you need to do is you need to select a product first and then tap here on the delete products and tap on the delete on the prompt there, and the particular product would be deleted. Then coming to the my transaction list, here basically you will find the complete list of transactions that have been made by the admin, or the payouts that the admin has made out to the vendor there, and each of the transactions are listed with the transaction ID along with the comment that the admin has added and the transaction amount. From here you can view the particular transactions as well by tapping here on the view button, and that would bring up the particular transaction order information and the transaction information as well, as you can see here. Coming back to the my transaction list, here you will also be able to see the statement here, the total seller earning, the base currency, along with the base currency, the total payout that has been made by the admin towards the seller, and the remaining payout that needs to be made by the admin to the vendor. You can also make a withdrawal request to the admin, and this would send an email to the admin for the withdrawal request, and then the admin would be able to make a payout to the vendor from the admin backend panel by navigating to manage seller, going to the particular seller, going to the orders, and then from there he'll be able to make the payout to the particular vendor. To make a withdrawal request, you just need to tap here on the make a withdrawal button, and this would send an email to the admin, and you will be able to see the particular notification for the same. Thereafter, your withdrawal request has been sent successfully to the admin. Now coming to the earnings, here you will be able to see your complete earnings that you have earned, and you can filter out the earnings according to the period like day, month, year, and you can also choose from and to dates, and according to that you will be able to see the graph there. So this graph is visible. Apart from that, you can see the interval, the number of orders within the intervals, the total amount, the total earnings, total discount amounts, and the admin commission for the same. Then we have the manage print PDF header info. Here you'll be able to set up the invoice and packaging slip address, VAT, tax information, and this would be visible on the invoice and the packaging slips there. So whatever information that you have entered here, let me give you an example of that. For example, if I go to the my order history here, and I go to this particular order, that's the order number 86. I go to the invoice section or the invoice tab, and I print the invoice here. The invoice would be downloaded. Now let's open the invoice there. Now here the same information that we entered, test company, street lane, tax ID, is visible here as well. So if I go to the manage print PDF header, the same is visible here as well. The one that we had entered here, test company, street lane, tax ID, the same is visible here on the invoice as well. The same would be visible on the other one, that is the packaging slip as well. Then coming to the my order history, here you will find the complete list of orders that have been placed by the customers, and the latest one would be at the top here, and from here you will be able to open any of the orders, and you can manage the orders as well. Now if the admin has enabled the option for the allowing the vendors to manage their orders, only then the vendors would be able to manage their orders, and they'll be able to generate the invoice shipment for the orders. To generate the invoice, what you need to do is you just need to tap here on the invoice button, tap on the OK button, and this would generate the invoice. And you'll find one more tab here to the items order, that would be the invoice tab. Similarly, you have for the shipment, you have to enter the tracking ID and then tap on the ship button to generate the shipment for the order. So the invoice has been generated. If I go to the invoice tab now, here are the details of the invoice for the particular order with the invoice ID and the items invoiced. Similarly, if I go back and enter the tracking number and choose the carrier name there and tap on the ship button and tap on the OK button, we'll be able to create the shipment under the own vendor account panel there. So we'll be able to manage our orders on our own without the need of the admin there. So here we are having the shipments. The shipment has been generated. From here you will be able to basically print the shipments as well and send the tracking information to the customer. If I tap here on the print shipment, the shipment would be downloaded. So the packaging slip has been downloaded. I can tap here on the packaging slip, and the packaging slip would be visible here, as you can see here itself, right? Let me cancel this out. So that was about the my order history. Under the customers, you will find a complete list of customers who have placed the orders for your products there, and they'll be visible under this particular tabular format with the customer name, their email, their contact number, their gender, their address, the base total, and the number of orders that they have placed for your products. Under the reviews, you'll be able to find the complete list of reviews and ratings that have been placed for your store by the customers and that have been approved by the admin. After the approval of the admin, these ratings will be visible on your profile page or on the vendor profile page, and from the review section you can view those as well, the ones that have been approved by the admin himself. Rest, we have the customer account block here for the vendors there. So yes, that was much about the vendor registration process and the vendor account panel options that the vendors get by default after the registration there within the marketplace there. And I hope this particular video helped you out in understanding the same. If you still have any questions, queries, suggestions or requirements regarding the same, then you can anytime get back to us at support@webkul.com, or you can raise a ticket at webkul.ubs.com as well. Apart from that, if you find this particular video helpful, then do kindly give it a thumbs up. And lastly, thanks for watching this particular video and have a great day ahead.